It's the end. NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. We'll see Brooklyn facing Atlanta. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Rudy Gobert is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then that's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
Gobert with a screen on George. Anthony drives in. And George with the block. And they get it back. Here's Ariza. And he slams it one-handed.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Outside, George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got himself on the board with 3 there. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Westbrook missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pulls up on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Brooklyn on defense. It's a 5-point game. Irving against Westbrook. And it's Mozgov in the corner. Now here's George. He's covered by Daniels. And now here comes Daniels leading the break. Outside Aldridge. Anthony with it. Westbrook picks him up. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the basket good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Brooklyn trails by 4. Here's Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got his first points of the game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Westbrook gets to Moniunas. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okafor's checked in. Damari Carroll comes in for Trevor Ariza. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for George. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Russell Westbrook. Kicks it out to Crawford. Irving sets a screen for Crawford. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Ariza passes to Collison. Back to Ariza. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Irving. That's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Chandler with the screen on Irving. The drive by Collison. On the wing, Korver, guarded by Crawford. For 3. Korver, no luck. Atlanta leading by 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Collison. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Shoots. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Collison hits them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He gets it up. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Atlanta. They're up by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Trevor Ariza. Mozgov is out there with Moniunas. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Atlanta leading by 3. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked by Mozgov. Shoots off the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out. Irving kicks to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one is on Ariza. For Brooklyn, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. George double teamed. Out left to the wing. Ariza dishes to Mozgov. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Westbrook kicks to Mozgov.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Atlanta leading by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And George with the stuff.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Wide open look. The putback. A follow-up flush. And Atlanta leads by 9.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's what we call a potent 1-2 punch.
Anthony kicks to Daniels. And again, no good by Brooklyn. George passes to Westbrook. Gobert with the block. Kicks it out to Ariza. Pass to Westbrook. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And that one's good. Daniels.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Here's Moniunas. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
The drive by Anthony. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Atlanta shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okafor's checked in. Grant comes in for Moniunas. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for George. And Irving subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Crawford, no luck.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Collison, no good. Atlanta leading by 5 to the paint. And stolen by Ariza. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. He kicks it to Fareed. Stolen by Grant.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Grant. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Crawford's got his first points in this one. To the middle. And the dunk by Chandler.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a...
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back. This game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The pass to Ariza. Mozgov drives in. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Anthony kicks to Daniels. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Assist goes to
Daniels has got 5 points so far.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Outside Westbrook. Odiunas, that's a screen for Westbrook. Kicks to Ariza. Back to Westbrook. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Anthony leading the charge. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Lenz checked in for Mozgov. Jones comes in for Odiunas. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Trevor Ariza. The shot by Ainge, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
ladies and gentlemen,
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Roberson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 10.
That athletic.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Pass to Ainge. And the shot falls short this time.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll see Atlanta facing Oklahoma City. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Trevor Ariza up there with Monte Eunice. Then it's Mozgov. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Here is Kidd. Feeds it to Mutombo. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Ariza no up. On the wing, Irving. And the shot is good. Irving's got his team on the board to start the game for Oklahoma City.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
Wasted no time on that one. And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Griffin. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And George with the stuff.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Kidd dishes to Reddick. Back to Kidd. From deep three-point range. And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a three-point game. And finished off by Westbrook.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you You got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Westbrook. The pass to Ariza. And George now top of the key. The kick out to Westbrook. Beyond the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Kidd attacking. Irving with a clean look. Here's Mutombo. The kick out to Irving. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here. Atlanta with the ball. Westbrook gets to Ariza. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And the wide open shot from Redick. Outside for Griffin. Irving against Westbrook. Outside Irving. Another shot. Goes up the baseline. That doesn't go in either for Irving. George with the ball. He's picked up by Kidd. Here's Westbrook. Oh, that's blocked. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Redick with the bucket.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Kidd against Westbrook. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Atlanta making a switch here. Lenz checked in for Mozgov. Grant comes in for Montejunis. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for George. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
That's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And then for Atlanta, Okafor comes in for Len. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Crawford. Okafor, high post. Carroll passes to Crawford. Outside Irving. Goes up to the stripe. Grant kicks to Carroll. Irving against Carter. Second shot opportunity. Off the left rim and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Atlanta leads by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the court for Atlanta, Kyrie Irving is out there with Crawford. Then there's Terrence Jones. Then there's Okafor. And it's Carroll in at the small forward. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Lenz checked in. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Jones.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off? and still get the finish.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
The shot's good from Irving.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Len. It's stolen by Jones. It's Crawford with the drive. Dishes it to Carroll. A 3-ball. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Reddick is in the corner. The 3-pointer, no good.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Another miss by Irving.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Stolen by Len. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Carroll gets it to go.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Crawford with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And he gets it to go.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Kidd, good.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
And 7 of the last 10 points, Greg, they've surrendered, have come off the fast break. So real easy to see what the problem is.
But they get it back. Len dishes to Irving. Len, a screen. Goes back up. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Kidd, no good. Atlanta with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And it's Irving missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Irving with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Irving attacking, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oklahoma City trails by 9. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Stolen by Noah. Augustine. And that one's good. Augustine's got his first points in this one. It's Westbrook with the drive. And George kicks to Montejunas. The kick out to Westbrook. Sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Embiid kicks to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Augustine, no luck.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
They recover it. Noah against Ariza. George passes to Ariza. From outside, off the mark. Outside Carter. And no good trying to get that one. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Atlanta leading by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
They got Jason Kidd. Mutombo is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Redick in the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lets it go with a 3. And stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Westbrook leading the charge. Shot's good. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Mutombo inside. Mozgov on him. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Grant, he's checked in for Monty Eunice.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Irving's checked in for Atlanta. Inside. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Atlanta making some changes. Okafor's checked in. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Irving can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
On the wing, Irving. Carroll covering. For 3, Kidd. And Roberson kicks to Okafor. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On its way from Irving for 2. They get it back. By Grant.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Irving. Redick for 3. Atlanta leading by 10. Roberson can't hit. .158 left in the third. Buries it down low. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you. On the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Atlanta making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Okafor. Paul George comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Crawford in for Andre Robertson. Here's Irving. In Atlanta again with the bucket. Going to be a turnover. They call. For Kyrie Irving. Outside Carter. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Atlanta making a... grabs the board. Mozgov's got his third rebound tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Ross is checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Jamal Crawford. They need this. Rebound, Atlanta. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound with that last point here tonight. With 1 on the clock. And the layup.
Sin miedo, tú y yo. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida, el punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Y abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal y un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos, vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones, vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida, vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego, vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo, vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. De respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Baby, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo il nero, siamo Dio che appare davvero. Siamo piccoli e perfetti, come il mondo visto dal cielo.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
te cammino sulle mine, per te passo questo confine, portando nel bagagliaio cose che non ti posso dire. La mia vita è un film come al cine, io te poi opposti al caline. Solo tu mi rilassi alla fine, solo tu mi rilasci endorfine. Non mi fido delle altre bambine, siamo unici tigri albine. Sotto il sole di mezzanotte io ti scriverò le mie rime. E la nostra vita è musica, quindi rappo sopra il tuo battito. E quanta gente ci giudica, nessuno coglie quest'attimo. Sognavo che ero innocente, ma poi mi sono svegliato e tu non c'eri per niente e restavo il tipo sbagliato.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire, cose che non si possono dire, insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine, e la fine.
Ci cerchiamo come animali, a piedi nudi come i gitani, contro il mondo con le mani, come se non ci fosse un domani. Ora siamo pronti a tutto, a cose che non possiamo dire, a sogni che non fanno dormire. Noi siamo l'inizio e la fine. Non devo guardare il cielo per capire da dove piove, se mi cerchi sono già altrove, indirizzo nuvola 9. Io che ti ho coperta d'oro nei nostri giorni preziosi, ed ora piango sangue e gli dei sono tutti invidiosi.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire, cose che non si possono dire, insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine. Insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the Capital City.